You've probably seen this video making the rounds online. It's this haunting image of a single penguin completely breaking away from its colony. It turns its back on the ocean, its source of life, and just starts marching, all alone, towards this vast, empty mountain range. It's a clip that really sticks with you.
And, of course, the question just exploded online. Why? Why would this penguin do this? So many people saw a bit of themselves in this lonely figure, you know? They saw depression or heartbreak or some kind of profound loss. But is that what was really happening? What on earth could drive a creature to abandon its entire world and walk towards certain death?
Well, this footage actually comes from a 2007 documentary by the legendary filmmaker Werner Herzog. And to really understand this penguin's bizarre journey, we first have to understand the incredible and frankly brutal world it comes from. We need to get a feel for the environment that shapes a penguin's entire existence.
So, let's start with the most basic question. Why would any animal choose to live in Antarctica? I mean, seriously, it's the coldest, windiest, most hostile place on the planet. Temperatures there can plummet to a mind-numbing minus 90 degrees Celsius. It's just insane.
It all comes down to this really simple but brutal trade-off. On one hand, you have the land. It's a frozen desert. There's zero food, but it's safe. No major predators live on the ice. On the other hand, you have the sea. It's a giant buffet, just teeming with krill and fish. But it's also filled with deadly hunters like leopard seals and orcas. So penguins make this incredible bargain. They endure the deadly cold of the land just to have a safe home base to rest and raise their families. And boy, are they built for it. Nature has given them this incredible toolkit for survival. They've got a thick layer of fat called blubber for insulation, super dense overlapping feathers that are basically a waterproof parka, and of course, that famous huddle where they crowd together to share warmth and survive those punishing winds.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. Not all penguins are the same. To get closer to solving our mystery, you have to understand that different species have developed wildly different personalities, totally different strategies for survival. Let's look at two extremes.
First up, you've got the emperor penguin. This guy is a true martyr of the animal kingdom. The level of sacrifice this bird goes through is just almost unbelievable. The male emperor penguin has a serious claim for the title of world's best dad. I mean, just listen to this. After the female lays a single egg, she's completely spent and has to go back to the sea to eat. She leaves him behind. And for the next 2 months, he just stands there, balancing that precious egg on his feet, slowly starving in minus 60-degree temperatures and hurricane-force winds. By the time the mom gets back, he's lost more than half his body weight. It's an absolutely incredible feat of devotion. Now, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have the Adelie penguin. And guess what? This is the species from our viral video. Its strategy for success is, let's just say it's a little different. Adelies are basically the mischievous little tricksters of Antarctica. Their entire social life revolves around one thing: stones. See, there are no twigs or grass, so they have to build their nest out of pebbles. The bigger and better the nest, the better your chances of attracting a mate. And in a world of ice, stones are like diamonds. So what do? They steal them. An Adelie will literally wait for its neighbor to turn its back, then sneak over, snatch a stone, and run back to its own nest. These little heists and the fights that follow can go on all day long. So we have the noble, self-sacrificing emperor and the clever, thieving Adelie. Now, with all that context, let's go back to our lost traveler. Why would such a social, resourceful creature suddenly walk away from everything? The scientists who actually observed this behavior gave it a pretty chilling name: a psychotic breakdown. Now, this isn't about emotion in the way we think about it. It's more like a catastrophic hardware failure, a total crash of the animal's internal systems. You see, penguins have this unbelievably sophisticated internal GPS. It's a sense called magnetoreception. It means they can actually feel the Earth's magnetic field, like a built-in compass. They combine that with navigating by the sun and the stars, and they can even use the smell and flow of ocean currents to find their way back to their exact colony from hundreds of kilometers away. It's incredible. So the big question is, what could possibly cause a system that complex, that reliable, to suddenly and so fatally just break? Well, scientists think it's basically a brain glitch. It could be something physical, like a brain infection or some kind of parasite,
Or it could be triggered by extreme biological stress, like crippling hunger, total exhaustion, or some other trauma that just causes their internal compass to get stuck, locking onto the wrong direction. The penguin isn't choosing to walk to the mountains. Its brain is screaming at it that the mountains are the only way to go.
So there you have it, a scientific explanation, a biological malfunction. But that doesn't quite capture the profound sadness of that video, does it? And this really gets at the gap between a cold, scientific answer and the emotional meaning we humans find in nature.
And to make things even more complicated, science does suggest that penguins experience something a lot like grief. They've been seen standing over their dead chicks, making these mournful calls. Sometimes they get so distressed, they even try to steal chicks from other penguins. So, while that final walk was likely a neurological error, we can't completely rule out that this glitch might have been triggered by a profound loss.
Now, a lot of people ask, well, why didn't the film crew just turn it around? The thing is, they were bound by the very strict laws of the Antarctic Treaty, which absolutely forbids any interference with the natural course of life down there. As tragic as it was, what they were seeing was a natural event. In the end, the filmmaker Werner Herzog had his own powerful take on it. He concluded that the penguin was simply heading for the mountains, walking with this grim determination until it just vanished from sight, a lost traveler leaving everything behind for an unknown destination. It's a powerful reminder that out there in the vast wilderness, some mysteries don't have easy answers. Sometimes they just walk off into the horizon, leaving us with nothing but our questions.